Hello everybody, welcome to web development video number 22. In this video, we'll be looking at two more input types, checkboxes and radio buttons. We'll start with the easier one, checkboxes. To show a checkbox, we'll use our old friend, the input tag, and set the type attribute equal to checkbox. Okay, and now if we save and refresh, we get a nice little checkbox. That's fine and dandy, but let's label the checkbox. To do this, we can say, okay, so this is a login form. I'm going to say, remember me. And that can be the text next to it. But HTML provides this really neat feature, the label tag. And if you wrap the form control and some text around it in the label tag, well, just watch. So I'm going to wrap it in the label tag, label. Now we have this text, but if you click on it, it acts just like clicking on the checkbox and it toggles its state. In fact, all inputs can be labeled, and clicking on the labels will activate the form control. We can be done with checkboxes for now, so let's move on to radio buttons. And a line break here. Make it look nice. Okay, your first question might be, well, what is a radio button anyways? A radio button is one of those circular checkbox-like things that only allows you to select one of them at a time. We can make a radio button with an input type of radio. Now I'm going to whip up a label here. And I'm just going to call this radio button. Add a line break. Now save and refresh, and we get a radio button. And we can select it. Wonderful. But radio buttons are usually in lists with multiple options, so let's add some more buttons. We can just copy and paste this a couple times. Now save, refresh. We get a nice list of radio buttons, and wait a second. We're not supposed to be able to select more than one at a time. Why is this happening? Well, this is because radio buttons have to be grouped together so the computer knows which buttons have to be exclusive from one another. How do we group radio buttons? Well, we have to set the name attribute on each button. All radio buttons with the same name are in a group. So I'm going to say name equals radio button group. And then I have to copy this onto each button. And now they all have the same name, so they should all be in the same group, and they should be exclusive from one another. So if we refresh, so far so good. Yes, perfect, it works. Now they're all exclusive from one another. You can only select one at a time. You can name all form controls with unique names. However, other than for radio buttons, names may not seem important, but once you learn some server-side technologies, they'll become more useful. Alright, and now here's the answer to the code challenge from the last video. I asked you to be a hacker and use your developer tools to change the password input field so you could see the text inside. So I'm going to type in some text. Then if we open up the developer tools, take a look at this. If we change the type of this input field to text, it will allow us to see the text inside. Cool. Okay, that's all I have for this video. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Be sure to subscribe. I'm Jacob, and have a good one.